When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What are you talking about?
The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals.
Yes.
Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence.
Yeah.
I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds,
Yep.
orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
I'll probably not be on the planet when that happens. I got a ship. Silas sent me, you owe him your grave fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Get a little extra money. He sure did. And he's asking for a little extra to furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple bits for just such a project.
Well, you know, if your resistance needs another gun, I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's Chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Persuade 5. Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
All right, what do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Well, if I'm gonna go after this mechanical scout, I could use a couple of pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
All right, well, I got some questions for you.
Go on.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially? Unofficially? Strictly between you and me. I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
Okay.
Go on.
What do you have against mechanicals?
You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
All right, well, I'll leave you to it. believe that gave us a quest, did it not? Yep. While at Parvati's house, we can read a terminal entry from him. Trouble ticket 65588. Filed by Miller L. This issue has been opened for 0 days. Summary: damned mechanicals. Status open. Priority low. Move this down a bit. Priority automatically reset to low by executive level admin rule applied by Thompson R. So Reed was like, hey, this ain't important. Reason: trouble ticket filed by Miller. Steps to reproduce: 1. Look northwise. 2. I said look northwise, blasted useless translator. 3. Near scrap pile. 4. Could be northeast from town, I guess. 5. Observe mechanical. 6. Clinking about, all menacing like. 7. See it? 8. It's right there! Maintenance notes. No notes have been made because Parvati hasn't read this yet. We have. Let's go take care of this mechanical. Oh, hello. What is this? Oh, it's the birds. Okay.
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Okay. Hello.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
So my engineering isn't high enough yet, but hold on.
Take your time. You need help, just give a yell. Metaphorical yell. If you yell for reals, you're liable to spook them.
Are you damaged?
Damage to navigation systems detected. Attempting to return to designated repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed.
This is a junkyard, not a repair bay.
Navigation systems have determined this location as Spacer's Choice, designated mechanical repair bay. Attempting to misdirect or confuse a Spacer's Choice mechanical is a punishable offense. Please report yourself to your supervisor.
I mean, I have no supervisor. Go ahead, fix him up, Parvati.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Parvati, why did you name the mechanical?
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard.
Never heard of it. Is that an airwave serial or something?
Surely. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Self-diagnostics initiated. Please do not disturb.
All right, Jeremy.
Something you need?
Reminds me of Rita from, Oh, it actually puts Jeremy over the head, too. Rita from Tales of Vesperia, who named all of the... Oh, what were they called? I'm thinking now of Symphonia, so I'm trying not to get them wrong. Blastia. They're Blastia in Tales of Vesperia. Maybe we'll see Jeremy again. Jeremy, unfortunately, does not join our party. Video games need to incorporate auto weapon put away. You know? So that if I accidentally bring my weapon out and I'm walking around with no danger, it puts my weapon away. So I don't gotta keep doing it. This is all in the junkyard, so that means it's mine. Broken vending machine. Did you touch that one, Parvati? Sprats are kind of cute. Got some Wally trash cubes over here. Okay, let's head back to Ludwig. Couldn't remember his name. What did I call him earlier? Called him something, but it was not Ludwig.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer. A weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
This implies that they do not clean their bathrooms at the cantina. You hid your secret in a laboratory?
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
Why did I say laboratory? In Dexter's laboratory. Alright, I'll let you know if I find it.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
If it's been there for years and she hasn't found it yet, I doubt she's going to. I'll grab that stuff later. Let's go ahead and head on back. Ludwig's bundle. I don't want to get my hands on Ludwig's bundle that he keeps behind a toilet. Also, aren't there toilets attached to the wall? Even, and like when you enter the town, it auto pulls your gun out, so. What's that about?
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
I don't think corporate exists. I guess they're not attached to the wall, but there's Ludwig's bundle. Ludwig's secret weapon. What do we got here? If found, please return to Ludwig Miller at the landing pad. Thanks. Curious bundle discovered near a latrine in the Edgewater Cantina. A note reads, and then I've already read it. Bumblebee. Brewing. Oh no, I'm over encumbered. Can't I? Oh, well that one was pristine. It's fine. That just actually just means more money. We'll sell our junk real quick. And then we'll return to Ludwig.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
What's the difference?
Music to my ears.
Looks true. He does have
I hate
have
vending machine.
gourmet. You see me?
I wish I could do that.
You can. We've literally learned that you can. So I just wanted to see if he did have deluxe, but no, it seems he doesn't.
Great work.
Maybe upstairs in his house? Does he keep the good stuff for himself? Dang, I was kind of hoping. Alright, let's go. I guess he is a company boy. He's gonna do things
Had your rations yet?
for the company. Live music? There's no live music in this town. I don't think there's live music in any of the bars in this town. Went out the wrong door. So that must be Terra 2? That's where Parvati's mom is, or... One of those is Terra 2, and that's where Parvati's mom is. Terra 1. We're on Terra 2, right? Yeah. Traumatic.
Bring us honor, soldier.
I found that package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
I'd rather you not use the word discharge around me. So what's next?
Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Okay. What do you expect I'll find there?
I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Okay. How am I supposed to get one of these logic modules?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries, so you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're going to have to find an intact model somehow.
Okay. Parvati, is a logic module something you could help with?
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. You keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
Thanks. What are you planning?
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
Perception? Edgewater is in the middle of nowhere. You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. I didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
Well, it seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
That's odd, because 0G is all glass bottles.
Go on.
Okay, well, we cannot progress in this for right now, so we'll move on. As soon as we have access to the thermo plant, or not, we already have access, as soon as we go into the thermo plant, we can start looking for the module that we need to find. Appears to be behind this door. We need geothermal security chief's keycard or 70 lockpick. So this must be the security office. Let's read the terminal. Terminal access. We have multiple personal logs. From S. Tanaka, Chief of Security. Personal log 079. That updates Die Robot. Chester Higgins again. That holehead found him fiddling around. So Chester Higgins again. That holehead found him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering with company property. Just in case I'm reading this a couple of days from now and feeling bad for what I've done, let me just remind myself that I've warned him before. He's always been a little crooked in the skull. He was working on some logic module. I confiscated it. Should be in my lockaway room for the foreseeable future. Okay? So we already knew what's in there because a map marker marked it. Let's read log 087. It's important. Doesn't sit right with me. Company's been replacing our guards with automechanicals. At this rate, I'm gonna end up as chief of security with no staff. Just a small army of mechanicals knocking about, guns pointed every which way. Company tells us they're safe, programmed to treat us humans like their own. People are liable to break down, but an automechanical never will. We know that's wrong, because for one, they're robots. They could break down easily. And two, Jeremy. We met Jeremy, and Jeremy was broken down. I don't know. Doesn't sit right with me. You already said that. But the company's never been wrong before, I suppose. And we have personal log 098, which also updates Die Robot. Worst has happened. Mechanical's gone crazy. Locked myself down here, just trying to gather my courage. Gonna make a mad dash for the control room. Might be able to shut things down. We'll delete this entry if I ever return. And an automated message about the attack of the robots. So, let's go ahead and go find him. Or Higgins.
Gosh, inside voices.
Already cleared the guys this way. And there's Jeremy! Corporate just sent a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all our mechanicals, every sentry and drone. It's not my place to say so, but doesn't this run contrary to the Spacer's Choice mission of being as cheap as possible? Just in case I'm audited, I would like to formally express how grateful I am to be a part of the Spacer's Choice family. Spacer's Choice is the leading brand in affordable sundry across Halcyon. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. C. Higgins. And log number 20. Just finished a routine maintenance on our mechanical sentries. I found some strange modifications to their logic modules. I haven't had time to run a diagnostic, so I don't know what's been modified. All I know is that these modifications were introduced in our recent refit. Company went through the trouble of refitting every single mechanical in the plant not long ago. Wonder why? Guessing this was the work of those visiting technicians. I filed a report, but my supervisor told me not to worry about it, said the company knew what it was doing, ordered me to forget about any alleged modifications to the logic modules. Decided to do a bit of sleuthing by myself. Just by myself. Got my hands on a logic module. Time to do a little experimentation, and then we know the security chief recaptured it.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the Spacer's Choice.
Alright, well that's odd. Why aren't you attacking me? Now, we'll say you made it out of the graveyard.
All systems fully operational. Return journey successfully completed. Spacer's Choice would like to thank you for complying with your duties.
Alright, well now that's odd. Why aren't you attacking me?
Hostile actions towards Spacer's Choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with Spacer's Choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist.
Alright, so let me get this straight. You want me to destroy other automechanicals or just mechanicals?
Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Confirmed, granted. Confirmation granted. Like the sound of that. No, I'm not sure. You wait here.
Entering standby mode. Awaiting further instruction. It's not the best choice. It's the Spacer's Choice.
Okay. So Jeremy can die, so I'm going to leave Jeremy here for now. And we're going to go talk to Higgins.
Go away, Phantom!
Which means descending the stairs till we reach the bottom.
No, just leave me alone! You're not real! You're not real! Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram!
Calm down. I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You're not wearing glasses in this playthrough. Slow down. Tell me what's going on.
Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Well, that's good. So, what do you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender. Sisty Pig Tycoon? I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
You really have. So, you were an engineer.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Okay. If you worked on these mechanicals, you must know how to stop them.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Persuade 15. I can deal with mechanicals. I made it this far, didn't I?
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Engineering 10. Mechanicals follow the behavior of their logic module. Somebody tampered with it?
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
All right. Any idea where I can find a logic module?
Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module.
All right, bye. So that also updates our quest. Chester Higgins, an engineer at the geothermal plant, who's been locked in there for years, told you that the logic unit is probably in the plant's security office. A terminal log in the geothermal plant security office mentioned that the logic unit has been locked in a storage room across the hall. You'll need to find the key card to the room unless you can pick your way in. Perhaps the security chief had it on him. According to a terminal log, automechanicals turned hostile and began attacking the other workers. The plant security chief responded by making his way down to the security room. Okay. Okay. Let me just go right back up the stairs to this room. Here's Chester's terminal. We can modify the behavior. If we select a new mode, Chester gets in trouble. If we select a new target, Chester gets in trouble. We can redefine the intruders and make it Spacer's Choice automechanicals, so they will fight each other. But they're nowhere near each other, so they don't seem to care. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead and grab the geothermal security chief's pass card, or key card. And then we're good to leave to go get what we came here for. A logic module. Then we gotta return to Ludwig. That just looks gross. Can I fast travel from here or no? Too close to enemies. How about here? Anthrocillin. Yep. Hey, Ludwig. Dramatic
Bring
turn.
us honor, soldier.
You mentioned a logic module. I found one in the geothermal plant.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
And then he gives me a nice little peck on the cheek. You got a shock stick. Finished off Guy Robot. So, I mean, in a way, he is correct. Spacer's Choice is reprogramming the robots to be able to kill workers that they don't believe they need anymore, and ordered them to kill all of the people at the geothermal plant. Wonder if that's happened at other places, and if it's happening again. Ludwig gives us a unique weapon, or a legendary weapon, I believe that's what yellow means, called the Shock Stick. Shock Stick has been modified to swing faster and hit harder. Obviously it does electric damage. Unique or special effect is stun. I give it to Parvati. She already has this, which does 120. That does 131. There you are.